This is a safety hazard. It does not meet the National Electrical Code. Here's the citation right here. I want to encourage you, if you have an electrical open wire splice like this, anywhere in your house, in your attic, in your basement, in your crawl space, to fix it sooner rather than later. The reason this is a code violation, and more importantly, a safety problem that could literally start a fire in your house and harm you or your loved ones, is the wiring connection is so loose and flimsy, anything could go wrong. If one of these connectors comes loose, you're going to have possibly an arc and sparking condition that literally can burn down a house. I'm going to show you a quick and rapid repair. Okay, the old traditional method was you had to turn off the electrical power. You had to undo all those electrical caps. You had to put on a junction box of some type of electrical box. You had to knock out these little holes right here. You had to feed and fish the wire through. You had to nail it in place. You had to find a junction box cover. You had to find wire screws. You had to find your wire cutters. You had to find a utility knife. You had to find wire strippers. You had to find pliers. You had to find a screwdriver. That's a waste of your time. There's a much better way. Some smart guy from Racketeers has invented the open splice junction box. This is made in the USA. It meets all modern safety certifications. You simply now have this clamshell device that will snap over your wire splices and making them a safe, sturdy connection. Okay, while you're fixing your open wire splice, I would advise turning off the power. Also, to meet code, you do want to mount this to something firm. Now, the screws to close it are provided, but you will have to provide your own mounting screws. And then in this case, I simply have 2 wires coming in, so I'm just going to knock out 2 of the 4 possible options. And why it's a miracle box is you no longer have to disconnect all this wiring. You can just do it right on the surface. Let me show you. Okay, simply place the box behind the wire splice. Make sure you're happy with the position centering the wire splice inside the box. Grab your mounting hardware of choice. These happen to be all-purpose screws. Box firmly mounted in place. Make sure your wire connectors are still nice and tight. Oh, I have one here I don't like. Electrical tape is a bad choice. Let's go back to a wire nut. All right, make sure your wires are at the same height or depth, if you will. Can you see that? As long as they're at the same height, no pre-twisting required. This nut will simply bond those 2 wires together into the metal plate inside. Delicately but firmly fold all of your wire connections inside the box. I like to go as deep as possible. Believe it or not, we're almost done already. Now you are so much safer. If anything was to come loose or spark, it would be contained inside the box. However, the code does require that a cover plate be installed. The screws are pre-installed, and you simply tighten them up. That's a rapid repair I bet was even faster than you expected. These junction box clam designs are so smart. Whoever invented this, I am jealous. I wish I invented this.